Hello there, everybody. It's time. The time is here. The time is now. Lego Ben Swallow. Hello. Hey, I do Lego Stars Battles vids all the time. This is something different. We're here to have a, a little bit of fun. So, over the month of January, and you guys have been bugging me to watch Hobbit for a long time, and I tell you that it's a flaming dumpster pile of a movie. And, we've had this conversation ongoing for a long time, and me kind of ranting on other streams about how bad The Hobbit is because you guys keep bringing up the White Orc. And so in January, we decided that if the community would pony up $300 toward the channel, that I would watch The Hobbit. I'll watch all three of them. This will be the first one, and this first one we're going to be actually raising money for St. Jude. So any donations that are on this stream itself, while I watch The Hobbit, oh, I can't. I still. It's tough for me to fathom that I'm watching this movie. All donations from this stream are going to go towards St. Jude's. So please be generous. But pony up, get some money out there. It's going to go toward the kids. What St. Jude's does is they help kids. They help kids with diseases. We think of cancer all the time, but it's all diseases, and families never pay a dime when they go to St. Jude's. They don't have to pay for care. St. Jude's covers all of it from top to bottom, head to toe. So we're going to get this going in a minute here. I'm not really going to delay. One thing I will say, let me look this up right now. I did listen to the entire audiobook as read by Andy Circus. Okay, so let me get this. I'm going to put the link to the Andy Circus book in the description of this video. Now that said, I'm not sure how long this will stay on. I'm not sure how long this will stay on YouTube, or if it's something that they can leave on there forever. Let me hear. And there we go. Adam Broussard is popping in with the first donation. Let me update that. Adam, welcome to the stream, buddy. Let me go ahead and update the money for St. Jude's. So every time somebody donates, I'm going to go in here, and that's not what I wanted. Adam, great job, buddy. For the kids, man. Very nice. So the plan is, guys, with less than 10,000 subscribers right now, I actually won't be able to watch, but thanks, Adam. Appreciate it. I will not be able to. I can't do a direct donation to St. Jude's until I get 10,000 subscribers. So I think we'll be there by the end of the year. But right now, I'm just going to collect the money here. And at the end of the stream, I'm going to go to St. Jude's website. I'm going to make the donation. I'm going to pull it up here on screen so you guys can see it. And yeah, so there we go. So that's all I got. So I highly recommend listening to the audiobook. Let's go ahead and get the movie started. I don't want to delay on this. I want to get the pain out of the way. Shiv! Let me get this total updated here, buddy. It is now $80.45. That's awesome. So people are jumping in right away. Okay. Let's do this. So every bit of donation we get from this stream, let me move that over actually. Playing around with this a little bit here today. There we go. I might have to make it even smaller as we go along. In fact, let me do it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get the movie started. I'm not gonna waste. So let's get the movie started because I got intros and everything, and I just can't watch this thing all day. It's gonna kill me. All right. Okie dokie. Let me make this a little. So now we are in the intro to this 2-hour and 49-minute extravaganza, which is only 1/3 of the book, The Hobbit. 2 hours and 49 minutes is probably enough to do the entire movie. Maybe like 3.5 hours. You could have done the entire book. There's just no reason for that. And they had, they have an extended version of this movie available. What is that ridiculousness? Extended version. The movie is already the extended garbage version. Hey, Darth Mando, what's up, man? How you doing? This movie is already the extended garbage version of the book. So what I was saying earlier, I highly recommend that anybody, if you want to hear something special and exciting and inspiring, listen to Andy Circus read The Hobbit on YouTube. I put the link in the description. When he breaks into Gollum, Dear Frodo. Is he talking to Frodo? I'm okay with that. Okay, so we start off with old Bilbo, who's gonna write to Frodo and tell him his stories. I'm okay with that. I'm down with that. Um, yeah, man, I can relate to looking at young pictures of yourself and being surprised. I'm actually completely okay with that. Okay, he's gonna tell Frodo what really happened. It's really disappointing to me that none of these episodes or whatever are called There and Back Again. Hey, Darth Mandel, thanks for jumping on, buddy. The extended editions are not super extended. Extended editions of Lord of the Rings I can totally see because they actually had to condense those books a lot to make the movies. This they had to extend these movies by oh my god. I'm It's more like a question than a riddle. What's in my pocket? What's in my pocket? It's not a it cheats. I think he got what is this? We're starting off with Dale. No, this is a bunch of come on. So we're starting off this movie with the story of Dale, and I guess that Smaug's going to come in and wipe it all out. And there's Thorin, and we're talking about the king under the earth. This may be okay that they're doing this. They're setting up the story of what they're looking. This is okay. But it's not. Ugh. I don't know, dude. We're already adding a whole bunch of extra stuff. Okay, so the beginning of the movie, he's describing what the city under the earth used to be. That Smaug's going to come in and destroy it here in a bit and destroy Dale. So the Hearthstone, right? What's it called? The Heart of the Mountain. Arkenstone, yes, Arkenstone. Yeah, KB4. Yeah, Gollum for sure says it's cheating. The Hobbit says it's cheating. But when you're listening to Andy Circus read the book and he jumps into Gollum's voice, it made me smile really, really big. Like it was an amazing. That's an amazing moment. By the way, I'm okay with this. So we're only 4 minutes into the movie, and here comes Smaug. And I'm okay with them giving the backstory. So far I'm okay with the extras. The extras so far give me because this backstory of the kingdom under the mountain and the king under the mountain was actually kind of explained along the journey of the book, but instead they're doing it right off the bat. But yeah, they're definitely talking about how yeah, the love of this gold in the mountain is makes people sick and overtakes them and makes them love the gold. Thorin's walking away here, but later he's gonna have a problem. Not in this movie, because we got to make three. How long is this gonna go? How long are we gonna watch them fight against Smaug? Because if it's like 20, 30 minutes, then yeah, that's just fluff. If you know dragons exist and you have all that gold and they love gold, why aren't you more set up to defend against them? I'm not sure how you defend, but are they going to show us Smaug now or are they going to wait? Ooh, kind of glimpses. So he's destroying Dale. I'm still relatively okay with this extra part to the book. See, I what I don't like is he's like there's like extra parts to the story. Arkenstone, such yeah, no. They're so I'm okay with them showing the backstory kind of, but they're making up a whole new like they're making a bunch of stuff in the book that's not there. You're dead, dude. You guys are all dead. Thorin's gonna make it out, I guess, but so my big problem with messing with the literature is that The Hobbit is like historically important literature. We're getting glimpses of Smaug. He's running away with the Arkenstone, and it gets buried in all the treasure. Come on, Dad. Let's get out of here. All right, all the dwarves fleeing the mountain. This is too much now. It's too much. So the dwarves are screaming at the elves to help them. The elves are going to walk away. We're adding a bunch of extra drama. Come on. This is dumb. Hey, Ford! All right, we're up to hang on a second. Let me edit this. This is Ford's baby, by the way. Ford has been the primary driver between me watching The Hobbit for a long, long time. Let me see here. Whoa, that didn't work. Well done, Ford. Well done. See, you can explain all this without the. I don't like this now. I think you can give like a little 2 minute breakdown at the beginning. You show the city, you show the dragon. Now we're going into Thorin building, blacksmithing a sword. All right, now we're at the Shire. There we go. Boy, Bilbo's office is a mess. I can't say much. My office is a mess. So Adam says, never a good idea or fair to compare books, movies. Did a good job of Smaug's scale and power. Smaug cursed the treasure under the mountain with his greed. That's why he drove Elkin's shield insane. Dan, yeah. If you read Harry Potter, they're totally different, but they're both great. Historically important literature. I I don't. It doesn't matter what Tolkien thought of it. It doesn't really matter. Well, I think nuclear. That's the story about how Sauron came to Middle Earth. I think that's the well, not how came, but he's making the rings. So the new Amazon series is going to be all about the rings, right? Is that Frodo? Wait, where are we here? Oh, we're just wasting so much time. They're just adding so much extra stuff. We didn't need Elijah Wood in this movie. Oh. I don't know how. I don't know if he did the Hobbit. So it doesn't really matter if Tolkien thought this is historically important literature. It is. It has become that. The Hobbit, and this has been for a long time. This is not recent. I remember when I was young. Yeah, we're adding a whole. Ugh, this is so dumb. Okay, Adam, I'm going to agree with you. I don't generally think that it's fair to say the book versus the movie. And I'm not a book snob. Like I'm not the guy that always does that and says the book's so much better than the movie. Read the book and blah. I'm not that guy. I don't really engage in that. That said, I really do. The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings, I believe are that's literature that's going to last for generations. I mean, we're these are written in the 50s and 60s. These books are going to go for a long, long time. And now they've been immortalized in the movies. We're adding a bunch of crap here with Frodo. This is useless. Come on. They're just, this is all, none of this is even, this is so dumb. Okay, so, Jared, what's up? Uh, Vaj, here we go. I've never seen The Hobbit before. This will be my first time seeing it. Well, I'm 11 minutes in, and we're seeing a bunch of extra. You know what, my recommendation? These movies are going to go about 7 hours between the three of them, maybe longer. If you want, just listen to the audiobook with Andy Circus. Got the link in the description. You're going to have a lot better time doing that. Lord of the Rings is amazing. You should watch Lord of the Rings. So, again, I'm not a book snob. Like, I'm not the guy that says you should read the book. The book. Like, Tom Clancy movies, watch the movie. It's fine. 100 years from now, nobody will remember the Tom Clancy books. The movies will be they're fading already. These movies with Harrison Ford and, back in the 80s. Whatever. Plenty of books been made into movies. Um, Harry Potter books are going to be really important historical literature. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit that is literature that's going to last for generations and generations, and it's going to be around forever. I mean, who knows? You could be looking at like 300 years from now, people are still reading The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and this is such a corruption. This is so corrupt. We're 12 minutes in and we haven't even started where the book actually starts. Good Lord. Okay, he's blowing a smoke ring, so that's something that happened. Is Gandalf going to show up right now? Oh, now we get an unexpected journey. Why are none of these movies called And There and Back Again? Because that's what his book was called. Okay, that's how we transition from old Bilbo to young Bilbo with the smoke ring. 60 years earlier. Okay, this is from the book. I like this. I approve of Gandalf meeting Bilbo. I approve. The Nooch seal of approval. I didn't need any fan service from Lord of the Rings, by the way. This is just a cash grab to me. Bilbo's not interested in adventures. I'm totally good with this. Gandalf meeting Bilbo for the first time. Well, Favage is watching along. There you go. Lord of the Rings is amazing, but yeah. I love Lord of the Rings. I'm not watching the extended edition of The Hobbit. These movies are already the extended edition. Good Lord. Dan, what's up? The beginning is not solid, Dan. They spent a full 14 minutes on stuff that's not in the book. There's no reason to have Frodo in this movie. I was okay with them introducing the kingdom under the mountain and everything, but they spent way too long on it. Then Thorin was blacksmithing a sword, and then Frodo was visiting. Come on. Come on. He locks his door like that's going to work. Bilbo doesn't want an adventure. Gandalf is marking the door so the dwarves know where to go. I fully support this. The Gandalf Bilbo, the dwarves coming to his house. That's all gonna be good. We're gonna be good with that. So Gandalf marked the door so that the elves would know where to go, or the dwarves would know where to go. Yeah, I finished the book, Dan. I listened to the audiobook is read by Andy Circus. I've got the description, the link to it in the description. I highly recommend that. When Andy Circus goes into the Gollum voice, it's one of them an amazing. It made me smile from ear to ear. So, hey, Lego Ben Swallow, welcome to the stream. I don't share the screen because if I do that, then I'll get a copyright block on the videos. So that's why I don't share the screen. When you do a watch party, you just have to kind of watch along. I've got the timer here at 16 minutes 50 seconds. If you want to jump in and watch along with me, that's where I am in the movie. You can jump to that part of it or be close to that part of it. And here come the dwarves. They're just showing up. Dwalin shows up first. And Bilbo he's like, and? Why are you here? Dwalin just walks right in. Do we know each other? No. I'm totally good with this part. He's feeding Dwalin. This is good stuff. Yeah, I know. You're Lego Ben Swallow. I know you're a cool cat. You mentioned that earlier. Welcome to the channel, buddy. Good to meet you. I'm glad you're here. Definitely doing a lot of Lego Star Wars Battles stuff and other stuff as well. Obviously, we're watching The Hobbit right now, so you can partially blur it, but it's just that just takes too much. Balin. Balin becomes his butt. There's more dwarves. Am I late? Late for what? Whoa, they had butt. Bilbo's just talking to himself. They're not listening. This is funny. This beginning scenes where the dwarves are showing up at the house. This is good stuff. Yeah, I love this. This is great. The dwarves just showing up unannounced at the house and acting like this is where they're supposed to meet, and Bilbo has no clue what's going on. There's more. There's more dwarves. If I saw your comment earlier, but Dwalin was a regular at my coffee shop. Oh, really? That's awesome. That's awesome, Adam. Lego Ben Swallow. I do relentless videos for Lego Star Wars Battles. I mean, I have like 100 of those. So, yeah, you can check those out anytime, and I will continue to do them. So keep watching out for Lego. I'm not gonna do it right now. What's up, dude? Does Andy Circus sing? Yes, he sings nonstop. The book has all sorts of songs in it. I don't know if we're gonna, I know the dwarves will be singing here in a little bit here, but the book is like Every 20 pages, either the dwarves or the elves or the men or somebody is singing every 20 pages or so in the book. And yes, he sings a lot. Yeah, Bilbo and Balin is the relationship that is consistent with the book, with the literature. Gandalf wants some red wine. He doesn't want tea. He wants red wine. Now, I remember reading that uh, I remember reading that even Ian McKellen really struggled with this, with filming this, because he was filming it all by himself, and there was like literally nobody around him while he was filming it, and that he actually was like, it was like emotionally disturbing or bothersome for him because he was acting with nobody around for hours and hours on end and just wearing out. So yeah, very interesting to read that. So yeah, it was a shot of red wine. And Bilbo's like, what is happening in my house? His pantry's been destroyed. Oh, Lord. Talk about slobs. Bilbo's gonna lose it right here. Cool, that's awesome, Lego Ben Swell. Thanks for watching all the videos, bud. There'll be more coming. Now they're gonna do the thing where they throw all the plates around and they're cleaning them and stuff. Bilbo's freaking out. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. He's got a lot of dishes in that house. Uh-oh, another knock. There's Thorin. He didn't show up yet. Everybody gets a little... He's here. I think probably, Ben Swallow, that Yoda's house might give you vibes of this house, would be my more accurate way to put it if you were talking about it, because this book was written, you know, 30 plus years before Yoda ever came around. So I got you. Yoda's home. That's just a bot. We get bots in here. Burglar? Yeah. Why is he calling me a burglar? I like him. I like Martin Freeman too. I like him. We just set up some fake drama there. Dane will not come. This quest is ours and ours alone. That was not. Come on. That's just fake extra drama they're adding to the movie there. That they're not getting any help. This is their choice. The jokes in the bot. They have to watch me rage for 3 hours. I'm not going to rage the whole time. I really like that opening. I'm okay with this scene mostly. Yes, I know what a dragon is. I don't know which one that is, but he's the dork dwarf. How many dragons have you killed, Gandalf? None. The dwarves are weird. Some of them like have just regular faces, and some of them have like these giant hook noses. I guess they're saying their noses grow over time, like way more than humans. I guess if you're alive for several hundred years, your nose would really super grow. All the cartilage keeps growing, right? Did he pull that key out this early? I don't remember in the book. But I'm okay with all this. It's very dramatic, but I'm okay with that. If there is a key, there must be a door. Ah, he's a genius. The Lonely Mountain. Bilbo's good with maps. Bilbo, he's like, yeah, you need a really good burglar for this. You're the burglar, buddy. Does that guy have an axe in his head? Yeah, one of those dwarves has like an axe head stuck in his forehead. What? What? What is happening there? I guess they decided they can't remove it. I think that's funny. There's a lot more to him than appearances suggest. I love that line. There's a lot more to him than any of you know, including himself. Good stuff. The one thing you'll miss out in the movie from the book, and this is normal, and I don't begrudge at this, is Tolkien makes a bunch of like asides to the audience. You know, he'll say like, and he regretted not being back in his comfy hobbit hole. It was not the first time he would regret this. He said that like 4 or 5 times in the books, and there's a lot of little things like that. But you know, that's just books versus movies. You can't get around that. What I object to is all the extra garbage that they really added to the movie, which we're not into. We had a little bit of it at the beginning with the showing Dale and showing the Kingdom Under the Mountain and showing the Smaug arriving. All that was kind of told on the side, so I was okay with that. I didn't like Frodo showing up. That was all useless to me. I don't know. Bilbo's reading the contract or whatever. Think furnace with wings. See it, Ford. Bilbo passes out. Yeah, as a kid, you loved The Hobbit, of course. I remember reading The Hobbit. You know, my dad gave it to me. I don't remember when, but I was definitely like somewhere between. It would have been fourth to eighth grade when somewhere in the range of I was 10 through 13. My dad definitely exposed me to the book, and I read the book back then. And I hadn't read it again until I listened to the audio version by Andy Circus. So it's been a long time since I read the book until then. And I'm completely fine with all of this stuff in Bilbo's home. I'm completely fine with. I didn't like him. I guess talking to Frodo at the beginning was okay to establish the story and say, hey, you guys all know Frodo. Here's Bilbo talking to. I'm okay with that. So I'm okay with everything so far. The stuff in the house I love. I'm okay with the first like 15 minutes where they were showing extra stuff, but yeah, I know what garbage is coming in this movie. And I've only seen one and a half. I only saw like halfway through when they got to Lake Town in the second movie. I fell asleep, and that was it. I didn't watch the rest of it. So Bilbo's putting up a pretty good fight here. I don't think all of this. We're adding a little bit here with these side conversations in the house. But Bilbo definitely was not on board and ended up just being kind of shoved into it by Gandalf. So I'm sure that's going to happen in the morning. Because in the morning, what happens is Bilbo wakes up, they're all gone. He's like, "Oh, good, they're all gone." And then Gandalf comes and says, "Where aren't you going? You got to meet him here." And all of a sudden, he's on his way, and he has no idea why he's on his way. So, hey, Demeans, what's up? We've got it's right here. It's down. Can you not see it? It's right there. $189.18 so far. So since I have to have 10,000 subs in order to do a straight charity stream where you donate directly to it. So at the end, what I'm going to do is log into St. Jude's and make the donation myself, and I'll show you guys the kind of receipt for that after I do it. So Balin is definitely the guy that becomes Bilbo's, he is his dwarf confidant, He's the old wise one who sees a little more that's going on than just, surface stuff. Here we go. We'll start the Dwarf Song now. This movie is perfectly casted. I can't disagree with that. I actually agree with that. Martin Freeman's great. Thorin is I think good casting is good, except that a character like Legolas should never have been casted. And his girlfriend, I don't even know her. They should never have been cast in this movie. The person that plays the White Orc should never have been cast. I don't listen to the song. I love that. The Dwarf Song I love. That's beautiful. Gives me chills actually listening to it. So here we go. Hobbit. Bilbo sleeping, he wakes up, they're all gone, he's relieved, and then all of a sudden Gandalf's just gonna shove him out and he's gonna be on his way and not even know what's going on. He's like, "What? Where is everybody? They're all gone." He's looking around like, there's no here. There. He's like, "Yes, they're out. These dwarves in my house last night, for whatever reason, are gone. Thank God. Lucky you, Bilbo." But now he's kind of sad. He's like, "Well, yeah, they're gone. Yep. I almost had an adventure." Maybe I imagined the whole thing. Burglar. Didn't sign it. Oh, so he didn't have it. So he makes his own decision here to pick up the contract and run out and meet them. In the book, like Gandalf comes in and says, "What are you doing?" And like all of a sudden he's out running around and doesn't even know how he got there. So that was different. They changed that. So far, I'm 40 minutes in, and I haven't had any major objections. There was some minor stuff at the beginning where they added scenes with Dale in the mountain, and they added Frodo. But I get that's kind of setting it up and everything. I wish they'd put that old guy in that kind of looks sideways at Frodo. I wish he was in here too. So he's catching up to him now. So he makes his own decision here. But in the book, Gandalf kind of shoves him out the door and he has no idea what's going on. There's more to this Hobbit. I signed it. He doesn't want to ride a pony. Hey, Taco Shell, what's up? You're riding a pony, Bilbo. I wonder how they did that. They would have to get the right-sized pony slash horse for him. I know he's a short guy, but he's not a hobbit by any means. Yeah, Pagman, I'm going to finish this one. This one is for charity, so our donations for charity right here. And there's at some point here soon I'm going to be complaining about this movie because stuff starts happening that's not in the books at all. White orcs and dwarves and barrels hitting orcs. The barrels are in the movie, but anyway. So, but I'm going to watch all three of them, yeah. We're going to do it over time. Over the month of February, I'll watch the other two in the month of February. I'll take my time. The pony's making him sneeze. Stop. We have to turn around because I forgot my handkerchief. We have to turn around. I forgot my handkerchief. Did they CGI these horses? Or is that what these horses and ponies actually look like? Yeah, poor Bilbo's got to go on his adventure with no handkerchiefs. That's gorgeous. Look at New Zealand. Were they in New Zealand? I know a lot of this was done on green screen, which is kind of the other problem, right? Like the original movies were all filmed in New Zealand with amazing stuff, amazing landscapes and everything, and they did a bunch of. Uh-oh, he sucked in a butterfly. All the butterflies. I guess those are just real ponies with extra. The ponies have like a bunch of fur on their backs and orcs. There we go. The movie starts falling apart right now. Orcs. This is so dumb. This is just added. This is the cash grab part. And this is why you got to make three movies out of it to put orcs in. Orcs were not even mentioned, not once in the book. You watched this again in December. You noticed that Guillermo del Toro was still credited in the film, although he had to pull out early in development. I don't know. I don't really know that story. Meager, you can tell me about it. Orcs. Come on, there's no orcs in the book. They have enough problem with goblins. Are you serious? King Thror goes to try to reclaim Moria, and the orcs are there. What? Wait, what are we talking about? What is this? This is this is garbage. I'm sorry. This is garbage. Asok the orc, the white orc, brings his legions of orcs and reclaims Moria. None of this. Moria gets a passing reference in the book as Deep in the Mountains. We're just adding a bunch of crap here. No use to any of this. There's no point. They don't need this. This is not needed to tell the story. This is where we're off the rails. We're off the rails. Talking about orcs and Moria. And building up Thorin into something super special. And I mean, come on. This is just dumb. This whole thing is just completely made up. It doesn't exist. He cuts an orc's arm off. He cuts off Azog's arm. What are we doing? And they take him back into... And they take Azog back into Moria, and then the dwarves charge into Moria. We're in Moria, right? The mines of Moria. This is ludicrous. None of this is like just a bunch of added garbage. He just made all this up. What is Balin even talking about? There's young Balin. And there's Thorin with his oak log. What? Ugh. He was the original director for the movie. Was greenlit after fears of potential creative differences with the studio. He left. Peter Jackson had to come back. Not sure who added the orcs. Yeah, creative differences with the studio. They wanted 3 movies so they could make a truckload of money, and he probably said, "You can't add a bunch of orcs in the movie." And Peter Jackson said, "Are you going to give me a big old paycheck? I can do that." Which is unfortunate because... Oh, we're still talking about this orc? Why are orcs in this movie? Want to see something funny? This is pretty good. So, where am I here? My buddy Cyril drew this because he knows that I can't stand. There's orcs. Are those goblins? Oh my gosh! Come on. Here, check it out. Here's Nooch with Azog. There you go. Begone, foul beast. There you go. My buddy Cyril drew that. Fending off this stupid orc with the book. Okay, so now Gandalf is talking about all the wizards. 2 blue wizards, Saruman. Radagast he does mention He does talk about other wizards. We don't mention Saruman, though. Can I read your name backwards? Lej Akot? Lej Kakot? What am I missing there? Yeah? I don't know why that works in this movie, and I don't know why. Now we're getting like a. Oh. Is this our, Shoot, what's his name? What's the bear guy's name? Is this Beorn? Is that Beorn? Or what is this? What's going on? Cyrano! There he is. Did you see that I put your art up there, Cyrano? Did you see that? $194 for St. Jude's. Okay. I don't think that's Beorn. Is it? We're adding a whole bunch of stuff here, too. Witchcraft. Ocat Lake. Okay? Oh, read it. Ocat Lake. I can do that. So, what's the, what are we doing there, Taco? What's the purpose? What is this witchcraft stuff? What's going on? Are these the spiders? But what? There's witchcraft killing the hedgehogs. Cute little hedgehog is dead. What is this scene? What is this scene? This isn't Beorn because Beorn would not put up with any of this stuff. So the spiders are coming through. Somehow there's witchcraft that is killing animals in the woods. And the spiders are breaking through into this guy's hut. What the heck is going on? What is this? This is worse than the orc. And the spiders leave because he resurrected one hedgehog? Somebody tell me what's going on. What is this? Oh my gosh. What? Spiders came from a fortress? What is that fortress? Guys, what is going on with this movie? Alright, so now the dwarves, they come to this old hut. They're probably going to stay there for the night. Yeah, we'll stop here for the night. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too hospitable, but it's an old, it's got a roof, so... Gandalf doesn't want to stay there. Okat Lake is my Discord name. I don't know why I said this, honestly. We're finding things to talk about. It's not bad to find things to talk about, but I just so Thorin doesn't want to go see the elves. That's pretty consistent, right? Dwarves and elves, but talking about how the elves didn't help when the dragon attacked the mountain. This is all just extra added drama. I need to plug my heater in just a second. A little chilly in here. So Gandalf leaves in a huff because he won't go see the elves. I don't remember him leaving in a huff at any point. What was that fortress that those spiders were going to? That's not a thing. Yeah, that's about right, Taco. Yep, that's about right. That is what Ford donated for St. Jude's. So yeah. So they've lost 2 ponies somewhere. I mean, okay, they see the light through the woods. This is going to be the trolls. I don't think they lost ponies in the book. I'm trying to remember, but I'm okay with that. This is okay because the trolls are in the book. I don't understand all the orcs and that guy in the forest with witchcraft. What's going on there? Is that another side, like an extra side story they introduced? Witchcraft from some fortress? What's that all about? You want to see my reaction when when what happens? The trolls I'm good with. Here we go. There's the trolls carrying the pony. The pony that's added, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. Bilbo's still carrying the soup. We'll be right behind you. And these trolls are about right, yeah. The hedgehog has a name? Why does the hedgehog have a name? This is a movie studio cash grab. All these extra things they're putting in this movie. Bilbo, he's yeah, Bilbo, if they see you, they're gonna eat you. I'm totally good with this part. Bilbo with the trolls, I'm totally good with this. He wants to get. Oh, look at all the bones and everything all over the place. Okay, so he's trying to get the knife so he can cut the ropes and free the ponies. Got it. I'm still, I don't think that was exactly in there, but I'm okay. I'm still okay with it. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Oh, the timer's cut off. Hang on, I'll move it over. There we go. I can do this. Move it over a little bit, too. Oh, wrong one. Need to blow my nose. Hang on a second. I turned my mic off to blow my nose. Sorry. Then you lost the audio. Sorry, Cyrano. Thanks. Thanks for the heads up. So I'm actually okay with this whole scene. The dwarves are fighting the trolls, but I don't think any. They're gonna pull off Bilbo's arms and legs. I don't think any of this is in the book like this. I think he just snuck away and got away just in time before the sun comes up. Then the trolls turned into stone. But we have to add battle scenes in for lots of extra drama. Did this happen? I don't. So the dwarves being on a spit, that's not in the book, right? This is all extra. Maybe this did happen. He's got worms in his tubes. I'm okay with all this. Oh, Gandalf splits the rock, and I'm a little bit. There's some liberties taken here, but I'm good with it. It's all the extra garbage that is so unnecessary. I don't know what the spiders going to the stronghold was all about. There shouldn't be orcs in this anywhere. Ugh. Yeah, he says that. Where'd you leave to look ahead? What brought you back looking behind? Yeah. Shut up about the burglar. Uh-oh. Okay, we're checking out the gross cold troll cave now. That's pretty gross. Why are they in there? Why would they bother? And there's some treasure. Hey, David, what's up? So the dwarves are investigating the troll cave. There's some treasure there. I don't know why. What are they doing here? Oh, they find the swords. Okay. That's right. Elvish swords. Uh-oh. Thorin's not happy that the... Yeah, you throw it away because an elf made it? Come on, dude. You need stuff to help you here. Cuz loot. The timer is how far I am into the movie. Yes, exact. I'm at hour 10:24 into the movie. Yes. So if you want to follow along or see what's going on. So they bury the treasure so they can come back and find it later. This is what dwarves do. Hey, good finish for church. How was church? Did you talk about the Hobbit in church? Why is Gandalf looking around? Ah, Sting. There's a knife for a hobbit. Oh, we tell them what's going on with it? I don't think they did that. Take the sword, Bilbo. You were falling asleep. We have not really been church going for a long time, but I remember, man, a lot of sleeping going on in church, dude. When you got small kids and you're hustling around in the mornings and getting up and chasing them around, and then all weekend you're chasing. Yeah, I fall asleep a lot in church. I probably would do it now even without that going on, just because. Yeah. Did he say the sword would glow when there's goblins, or did he say we're back to this now? Who is this guy? Radagast? Why is Radagast in this movie? Why is Radagast in this movie? Oh, this is so stupid. So on the tip of Radagast's tongue is a stick bug. What are they doing now? Nothing grows in the greenwood. The greenwood is sick. This is entirely added garbage just to make the movie longer. We don't need the spiders introduced here. The spiders come in later. Like, well, later. All on their own. We don't need Radagast in here to make this happen. Old fortress is abandoned. Come on, there's no fortress. What are we doing? We're walking into a fortress. Why are we doing this? We're doing this so the studio can make 3 movies instead of 1, maybe 2. That's why. We have to create this whole side story about Radagast going into a fortress. What is... Dude, this is so stupid. What are we... Now we have... King... Are these like the ring wraiths or something? What are we doing? This is stupid. You saw who? The necromancer is mentioned in like 1 paragraph in the book. Are we going to have a whole side storyline with this necromancer? Because he's destroying the forest? What? This is stupid. This is completely... Again, I'm not a book snob. I'm not a guy that always says, read the book, it's better than the movie. Books are better than movies. But you can't just take a historically significant piece of literature that should only be like 1, maybe 2 movies and add a bunch of crap in there so that you extend the time of it to make the studio a bunch of more money. What's this sword all about? So there's an undead sword. Yes, there are wolves out there. It's not a wolf. It's a... That better be a warg. Yeah, it's a warg. Orc. Orc pack. An orc pack? Oh my gosh, we're just adding all sorts of... The wogs can't outrun his rabbits. The orc wargs. This is so stupid. Not to mention, it's like 100% CGI. Are these the same fields where the warg riders attacked them in Lord of the Rings? Looks like it. It sure looks like the same area. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but... There's some part in the book where Gandalf went somewhere, but he's left the company. The book did not talk about what he did where... Yeah, that's true, but he's with the company. He's still with the company here. He's still with them. He left them for a minute, but this whole Radagast story and these rabbits and the orcs and the orc warg riders... This is just a bunch of garbage. I mean, maybe if Gandalf wasn't with the party and he was off on his own, you could explain it. But even then, I don't know. Where are you leading us? Who knows? What's the next stop? I think the next stop is Rivendell. And this is not on the way to... Hey, Shiv, this is painful, dude. This is... I have to watch all of these. Are you serious? Thanks for the donation, Shiv. I mean, what are we doing? The wargs, whatever, are in the book. They're not written by orcs. They are written by goblins, I think. They partner with the goblins. But these are orcs. And they're coming in before Rivendell. This field is not on the way to Rivendell. I guess you're coming from a different... The Necromancer did not end up being important in the book at all. Never appeared again. No, the Necromancer was, like, mentioned once in the book. That was it. That was it. Hey, Jared Weiss, what's up? This is the part of the movie that I can't stomach. Orcs riding wargs, chasing them through open fields. The same open fields that they fought him in the Lord of the Rings. Which is not on the way to Rivendell, which is where they should be going. They should be going to Rivendell. And I have a feeling... I think they end up in Rivendell, right? But then they ride a bunch of barrels down and kill orcs that way, which is the dumbest... He used a slingshot to hit it with a rock because he's stupid. See, in the book, what happens is the dwarves keep getting in trouble. What? Is this going to be the cave where they end up with the Goblin King? Because that's not how this works. And the elves show up? This is unconscionable. Follow it, of course. Why? Why would you follow the pathway? There's no reason to follow the. They're in a cave. They're just gonna go deeper and deeper into the cave. This makes no sense. Why would you go deeper in the cave? Just go back. This is awful, dude. Hobbit is awful. This is awful, Broda. Is this how they're gonna get to the goblins in the mountain? It's pretty. I mean, man, I'd love to go there. If that's real, I don't know. It looks real, but I guess they could have built it. That's how they find Rivendell? That's about at least 20 minutes of 20 to 30 minutes of wasted time and stuff that does not never existed until this movie was released. On a scale of 10, I'd give it a 2 because I like the stuff that's in the book is interesting. It's just again, I am not a book snob. I'm not like all books are better than all movies. There are people that like that. Well, you got to read the book. Books are better than movies. I love a book. I love a good book. Movies leave out so. I'm not that guy. But you can't take this again, this important piece of this historically important piece of literature and add a bunch of crap to it just to make the studio money. They've already added at least 30 minutes to this movie. They've added at least 30 minutes to this movie, and we're an hour and a half in. What's so awful about this movie? Never read the book and haven't seen this movie. So if you want to Master AJR, if you want to listen to the audiobook, I've got the link in the channel in the video description. It's the audiobook read by Andy Circus, which when he starts to go into Gollum voice is amazing. But if you want to listen to the audiobook, it's about 10 hours. You can do it over a week, spread it out. There's so much stuff in this movie that is like they just added to the books. Generally, you don't remember how they find it in the book, but I'm pretty sure that they just walk. They just go and they travel to Rivendell. I'm halfway there through one movie. So, is Elrond not going to be here because Elrond is in the book? Could they not get him for the movie? Is that Elrond? There he is. I'm okay with that. None of this happened, but I kind of get the building of the tension between the dwarves and the elves, right? I get it. They've added at least 30 minutes to this movie so far through stuff that is like usually what you see with a book that is turned into a movie, they actually have to like edit out parts of the book. There's Elrond. That's awesome. Hello, Mr. Anderson. So I usually with the book to a movie you have to take out parts of the book because the books to do a book into a movie would just take so much, so they like edit it down. The Hobbit is the only book I can think of that they actually added a whole bunch of stuff to, like orcs on wargs, and Radagast is not, is again Radagast and the wraith or whatever are just mentioned. Necromancer are mentioned in passing in the book. Episode 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. That's gonna be eventually. I gotta get through 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3 first. We've already done episode 4 watch party with Cosmo. So sometime in February I'll get him on board to do Empire. So I don't know if he's gonna be willing to watch the sequels. Do we want food from elves? Well, we're hungry. Ugh. I'm okay with the elves eating like all this healthy green food and the dwarves don't like it. That's added, but that's fun. Most are made into one movie. Exactly, David. Exactly. Ugh. This is just a complete money grab by the studio, and Peter Jackson agreed to it. I guess when Benicio del Toro bowed out. Balin says that Bilbo's sword is more of a letter opener. That's funny. No, no, I like the stuff. Like they're talking to the elves. This is okay. So, by the way, um, in the book, it actually said, they meet the elves in Rivendell. They sit down to eat, and it says, and then they stayed there for 14 days, and there isn't much to talk about because not a lot happened. And Tolkien writes something like, not a lot happened in Rivendell, except they enjoyed their time, and that doesn't really fit into a book very well, does it? He said something like that, that only the exciting things make it into books. But I'm okay with them, like, meeting the elves, eating with them, and talking. He's telling him what his purpose is. I don't remember if they did that or not. Gandalf is lying to Elrond. I like the whole scene in Hobbit's in Bilbo's home. Most of that was really good. Um, I was okay with them going through the forest. The cave trolls was good. All the extra orc stuff, the Radagast stuff. We're probably gonna get. Whoa! I know we're getting extra stuff in Rivendell. Hey, Morris, what's up? Thanks for the donation, Morris. More for St. Jude's. $218 so far for St. Jude's. I'll be donating at the end of the stream. What's this in there? Did he tell them about the keyhole? And it makes sense, and I just can't remember. I can't remember if that's in the book. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Hey, Leonard, what's up? Let's see here. Tolkien. So we make the trilogy to put in all the boring parts. No, no, they didn't put all of the boring parts in. They put in all. they added a whole bunch of crap parts, is what they did. Isengard to Isengard. Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Oh no. Isn't that the... That's the... Where are they put... Okay, now we're back on the tower where at the beginning of Lord of the Rings, they stayed there and Aragorn fought off the ring wraiths. And for some reason we're getting orcs and this stupid chief white orc, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. None of this matters. This stuff is not in the book. This is just a bunch of extra garbage added. This is so stupid. And the white orc, to replace his hand, has a iron branch thing? What is that? Just... This is ridiculous. Every time this stupid white orc comes on the screen, I'm going to lose my mind. So that's what he does with his hand. He stabs other orcs. This is so stupid. This is so stupid, dude. Azog. This is so dumb. Hey, Leonard. Yeah, no problem. We're all broke, aren't we? We're all broke, dude. Thank you for the donation, buddy. There we go. You're good, man, Leonard. Gutes Mann, gutes Mensch. Übermensch. Now they're roasting green stuff in the fire. It's a prosthetic. You don't have a problem with Luke of Vader's replacement hands? Don't even relate these things, please. Don't even relate the stupid white... What's Azog's iron sticky hand to... Don't even try it. Are you about to get Legolas? Galadriel? What is she doing here? Why is Galadriel in this movie? This is so stupid. Blah, blah, blah. We all think the Lady of Lorien is beautiful. Then she'll become Hela and like, destroy Asgard. We get it. We get it. I should pop up stick figures every time he shows up. There you go. Let me do it. I'll do it. Every time he shows up, this is gonna pop on the screen. Why is Saruman in this movie? Oh my gosh. This is so stupid, everybody. We're just oh my gosh. I say this a lot. This is old white guys with a lot of money running movie studios and ruining this story. Why are Saruman and Galadriel in this movie? And why are they all talking? None of this is a... We got to be going on an extra 45 minutes so far. Just extra, maybe 40. We've added 40 minutes to this movie so far. I'm going to add that up over time, and I'm going to spitball it, just give basic estimates, but good lord. Good lord. No, Cyrano made it. Cyrano drew this. Let me This is Cyrano's art. He drew this for me. Unbelievable.
Backward.
Oops. I don't even care. Why am I watching this? Can we get through this, please? And Legolas is about to show up, isn't he? Does Legolas stay with him the entire way? Why are we talking about the necromancer now? This is the worst, dude. Lego Hobbit build. I gotta build the slave one first. Doug, you have no idea how fancy Cyrano is. Wait till February. Lots of cool stuff coming on the channel. Why do we have a whole scene of Galadriel, Saruman, Gandalf? Why are these guys sitting around talking about Radagast and the necromancer and orcs and under the mountain, and she's talking? This is maddening. This is complete garbage. No, Legolas does not. Well, he shows up, I know that. This is complete garbage. This necromancer's sword. A relic of Mordor? What is happening? This is so stupid. I can't even function right now. I'm trying to think if I was an actor. I guess if you pay me like a couple $1,000,000, I'll make the movie. This is so stupid. The necromancer is important in Lord of the Rings? Is he? Is he one of the ring wraiths? Is that what's going on with the necromancer in Lord of the Rings? Legolas is the worst part. Him being older as an actor playing his character. Well, that's what Christopher Lee is doing. He's older as an actor playing a younger Saruman. All these guys are. Galadriel. I forgot the elf guy. No, I forgot his name because I'm so bent out of shape. I can't remember. Elrond. They're all like, yeah, I'm sure they have like little green dots all over their face so that they can de-age them. This is so stupid. Where's Sean Bean? I agree. Bring Sean Bean. Give me. If you, hang on. They are leaving. Boromir. Okay, you bring Boromir in this movie, I might be okay with that. So wait, this is stupid. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Oh my gosh. So this whole conversation was for Gandalf to distract the elves and Saruman so that the dwarves could leave Rivendell and get on their way because the elves weren't going to want... And they're not even that far out. They could still stop them. This is stupidity. This is complete garbage. This is complete garbage. All right, see you, Doug. This is so dumb. All right, I'm going to write this down. We've wasted so far... This is so stupid. The Mogul blade must be answered. No, it's not. It doesn't have to be answered. It's not in this story. It's a different story. We're turning this into a prequel, and it's just a book. I think it's cool she's calling him Mithrandir, though. I like that. Ugh. No, is Hobbit on Netflix? I'm watching it on HBO Max. All right, we're an hour 41 into this. I'm going to say so far they've added 50 minutes. We're at 50 minutes of extra stuff that is not in the book. There's an hour left in this movie, this stupid movie. What could possibly happen in the next hour? Oh my gosh, come on. Galadriel is still talking to Gandalf / Mithrandir about being afraid. Don't be afraid. You found the Morgul blade. This is so stupid. She's setting up her. She's like prequel. We're prequeling Galadriel here. This is so dumb. So dumb. If you wanted to make prequels, just make prequels. Don't make it part of The Hobbit. Like, make The Hobbit and then make your own stupid prequel on the side. Which is what Amazon is doing now, and I'm fine with that. They're going to make the whole story about the creation of the rings and giving them to the men and the dwarves, and I'm good with all that. For the love. It's at least 50 minutes of extra story stuff that's not in the book. 5-0. We're going to add it all up over the course of these 3 movies, and I'm going to tell you how much added time that I'm going to spitball. I'm just going to guess it. No, this is really pretty, though. Is all this in New Zealand? That looks seriously dangerous. It's a big glacier in New Zealand. Awesome. Look at that. Alaska's very similar. We went to Alaska last summer and saw lots of mountains like this with glaciers, and it's pretty stunning, especially when you're from the Midwest and all you got is plains and some forests and stuff. Yeah, really cool. The mountain pass. Okay, so this happens. In the book, they leave Rivendell. They start traveling through the mountains. The weather is just killing them. And so what's going to happen now is they're going to find a cave for safety. They believe it's safe, but it ends up being where the goblins come and capture them. I'm good with all that. So we're going to say there's 50. What's that? Why is there a giant piece of the mountain flying through the air at them? What? Okay, this was in there. The mountain trolls fighting, but are they... Yeah, stone giants are in there, but they weren't... Okay, yeah, they're just fighting each other for fun. They're just playing catch. So the stone giants are playing catch. This happened in the books. Let's see. I did not hear about this. That sounds awesome. Hear about what? They should have made a TV show to give more exposition and focus on the new characters like Sebastian. Sebastian, the stupid hedgehog. Whatever. The stone giants are... That's pretty fun. Stone giants are in the book. That's cool. I'm good with that. The upcoming scene is pure trash. Uh-oh. What? No, the stone giants are in the book. And they actually do see them and they have to hide in a cave. That's part of why they have to hide, because of the stone giants. It's not this dramatic. This is a little bit more dramatic than the book, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with taking actual things from the book and making them slightly more dramatic for effect. It's all the extra garbage they added that I'm not okay with. He knocked his head clean off. Yeah, the Amazon show about the creation. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. In the next movie, there's a Swedish actor. Okay, Ford. There's a lot of Swedish actors. Are none of these guys Swedish? Them hiding on his knee. Never read the book. No, that wasn't in there. It's kind of goofy. I agree. Yeah, they're adding extra drama for sure. Because in movies, I have a question. Will we ever get to the point in movie making where people are not hanging off of ledges and buildings and cliffs? Like you fall over the cliff, but oh no, you're okay because you grabbed the ledge on the way down. Because that's not a thing. Nobody, you can't. That's not a real life thing at all. But it happens all the time in movies, which is what Bilbo just did. So this is a bunch of extra stuff. I'm not as bothered by this though. I know that they're on his knee and it's a little much and it's kind of ridiculous. But I'm just not as bothered with it because the stone giants are in the book. Now they're going to go in the cave to find refuge, and then they're going to fall asleep. If this follows the book, they're going to fall asleep. Bilbo's going to wake up when the goblins are getting. The goblins are going to capture them. Then they go into the cave. They're going to fight the goblins, and Gandalf is going to show up. They're going to kill the Goblin King, and then they have to escape, and that's when he meets Gollum. So I'm going to say that there's so far 50 minutes, 50 minutes added. We got about an hour left in this movie. Oh no, work. Oh no. The White Orc adding time. Could the White Orc? Oh wait, I forgot this. Could Azog be any more CGI? He looks like he's an Avatar. He looks like one of the people, the blue people in Avatar. 50 minutes and 30 seconds of extra stuff. That's so stupid. Let's see what's going on. Hubertus, what's happening? Tolkien already made a book explaining the whole. Yes. So that is the Silmarillion. If you guys if you were my watch party where I was on with Nooch Cosmo watching episode 4 of Star Wars, A New Hope, we talked about that he has been a Tolkien file from the very beginning. Like he read the Silmarillion and all the background stuff back in the 80s. He read all that stuff back then. It wasn't really my thing. Where are you going? He's going back to Rivendell. This didn't happen. This didn't happen. Although Bilbo did doubt himself throughout the whole thing, and yeah, I'm still okay with this, even if it's not completely accurate. White Orc is a complete waste of screen space. Are the dwarves like an allegory for the Jews? They don't belong anywhere. They've lost their homeland a long time ago, etc., etc. I don't think so, but there's always something in real life that stuff relates to. Oh, Sting is glowing. Sting is glowing. I like this. I'm okay with this. This better be goblins and not orcs. Not exactly how it happened, but I'm good with all this. Well, well. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay. We just stepped over into cartoon. We just stepped over into cartoon. So they slide down this giant rock slide, this with a big huge air, and they all end up falling into like a little 12 foot by 12 foot cup. Oh, that's cartoony. That's cartoony. You like the White Wolf? What's my favorite scene in Lord of the Rings? That's impossible. That's impossible. It might be when Aragorn. It might be the whole end of Fellowship of the Ring when Boromir gets shot with all the arrows and Aragorn comes and fights the giant Uruk-hai. When Aragorn fights the giant Uruk-hai, that's pretty amazeballs. Did they not see Bilbo? Again, this is not exactly how it goes in the book, but I'm okay with this. I don't like the cartoonish element and then falling down a giant rock slide into like a little like area built to catch things that fall into the rocks. I'm not a big fan of that. I like the whole establishment of Sting though, that they're showing us how Sting works and it glows when goblins are near. I like that. Wow. He has no history of ever wielding a sword, yet he's blocking everything the goblin comes at him with. Oh, there you go. Bilbo falls off. There you go. That's going to hurt. Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. Good with that. This is like the Ewok village underground. All the You love the chamber of Mazarbul. The ground shakes, drums in the deep sog. Chamber of Mazarbul. Tell me more about what happened. Oh, the Goblin King is pretty well executed too. Oh, when they're in Moria, when they're in the mines of Moria, and they get okay, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Fool of a took. You shall not pass. Ah, Goblin King is really gross. He knows who Thorin is? I don't think that happened either, but I'm fine with that. There's constant extra drama created around the dwarves retaking their mountain. But I kind of get it. You're established in the book. The story, the idea that they're going back to the mountain isn't super well established. You have to kind of just know it and go along with it. But in the movie, they have to keep going back to it to make sure you realize that they have a goal and an end in mind. Yeah. Why is the Goblin King talking about the pale orc? Why is the Goblin King talking about Azog? Send word to the pale orc? This is stupid. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Send word to the pale orc. All right, I'm gonna say 55 minutes now. 55 extra minutes. The Goblin King scene is fine until he starts talking about stupid Azog. Good lord, so dumb. Hey, Cyrano, I'll see you, buddy. I'll survive the final 45 minutes. Unfortunately, I have to listen to this. Is the goblin... Oh, here's Gollum. Love it. Not exactly how the ring thing goes down. While he's beating up a goblin, the ring flies out of his pocket and Bilbo sees it. Did he see it? That's not exactly how the ring thing goes down, but okay. Again, it stays true to the spirit of the idea that Goblin lost the ring out of his pocket and wasn't aware of it. Bilbo's hiding in a bunch of mushrooms that are growing underground. He's lucky Sting went under the mushrooms or Gollum would have saw it, and there's that ring. That ring. There's the ring. Love the music. Ew, Bilbo's knuckles are all torn up. Now here's a classic movie moment. Bilbo is actually pursuing Gollum. He's like walking toward him. That's not a normal thing. It all comes back to Azog, I know, and that's the problem. The goblin dies and Sting goes silent. No more glowing blade. Yes, but this is the one ring. There are many more rings, but this is the one ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. One ring, something, something, and in the darkness find them. Something like that, right? There's Gollum again. What has it got in its pockets? What is a Baggins's? He's so awkward with that sword. He's so good. Right. Yep. The Nine Ring race are the corrupted men with the 9 rings. The Dwarf Lords had 4. The elves had, what, 3 or something like that? His feet. He had a big old slimy feet, or floppy feet. Gollum's had nobody to play with in hundreds of years. No more riddles. We just started. Isn't that the plot of Lord of the Rings? Yes. The One Ring is the plot of Lord of the Rings. Yes. Leonard, you're killing me, dude. Are you, is this sarcasm or have you not seen Lord of the Rings much? So he's already talking to Smeagol here, but that was not in the book. The Smeagol Gollum duality was not in The Hobbit. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because again, this is remaining true to the story. They're going to tell riddles to each other. Then she says, "What is it got in its pockets?" Is and that's not fair. It's not really a riddle. Yep, nine to men, seven to doors. There you go. Leonard, you're trolling me, dude. I can't handle it right now. Gollum's turn for a riddle. These riddles are directly from the book. The wind. Gollum. Gotta love Gollum's face. Time. Yep. You just gave him the answer, Gollum. I think in the book, Bilbo says, I wish I had more time. Well, wasn't that hard? Next Star Wars watch party, KB4, KBP4. I'm not sure. It'll be in February sometime. I got to get with Nooch Cosmo and we'll work it out. It'll be Empire Strikes Back, but it'll be somewhere mid February probably. Yes, Andy Circus is amazing. That's why I recommend listening to him read The Hobbit on the audiobook, which is in the description below. The link to that is in the description below. A question: what have I got in my pocket? It's not a riddle. They never established the rules of the game, though, did they? Yeah, Andy Circus is amazing. Yeah, like once you win the game, he's gonna show you the way out. Of course. Where's your ring, Gollum? Yeah, I'm gonna do a Slave One build here sometime soon on a stream. The ring. Put it on, Bilbo. It's the only way you're getting out of this. Although, wouldn't Sauron see him? Hmm. Andy Serkis is great. He also did Snoke. Yes. Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is Snog. Andy Serkis is also Caesar in the Planet of the Apes movies. Andy Serkis is amazing. And it's complete acting because it's all him moving and they just was that an orc in with the goblins? There have been at least 3 songs in this, and that's a good thing. Oh, he's got the goblin cleaver. There's Gandalf to save them. Yep. The same thing he did to the orcs when they came over the hill in Two Towers. Just the big light that blew everybody back. How are you feeling? I feel fine. My son still got COVID. He's doing okay. Yeah, the face expression of 3D model. Yeah, he did all of it. I feel good, but I'm tracking an extra 55 minutes of material in this movie that is not in the book and doesn't need to be in the movie. By the end, I'll have tracked enough that they could have just made 2 movies. Oh, his head's gone. Poor Gandalf, he's always underground with goblins and orcs having to lead large parties away from them. Isn't he? Having to save everyone from orcs and goblins underground. I'm tracking. I'm estimating Adam. I'm kind of just it's kind of doing it in my head. I'm not like writing stuff down, but yeah. Two movies would have been plenty. One movie might have been plenty, even without some of the extra stuff. They stretched out some of these stories, but I get it. Some of the stuff you need some more exposition in a movie than you get in a book, so. Or you get more exposition in a book, and you need to explain stuff a little more in a movie. I get that stuff. It's the scenes and everything that they've added that are ridiculous to me. Oh, and it's going to fall on his finger the same way it did with Frodo. What's the deal with these hobbits? Going up to catch rings and the rings fall on their finger. What's the deal? Like, when you go to catch a ring, it doesn't fall. What's the deal with that? I guess it's a magic ring. Jared was sick, but not COVID. Got to take a week off school. I remember those days. Getting sick is a benefit so you can get out of school. Did your parents let you do stuff, Jared? Like when our kids are sick, we say, nope, no TV, no game, or no games. You can sit here with us in the living room and be sick or sleep in your room. That's all they get. I guess you were watching Nooch. I know that. I'm okay with some extra goblin fight scenes. They definitely had to fight them to try to escape. They should continue where they left off with the animated version, but I don't know. Of The Hobbit, um, my son has COVID. My son has COVID. I mean, I could have it, but I'm not feeling any more sick than normal. Maybe a little bit, but not worth checking out. Don't get me started with the elf and dwarf here. We'll find. Oh, that'll come later. Ugh. They should have continued where they left off with the animated version. I remember watching the animated version when I was a kid. I think it's from the 70s. And I remember a song from that this song is at the end of the book. The road goes ever, ever on. Ba-bum, bum, bum, down to the sea. I remember that song. That's all I remember from the animated version. Again, we go to the cartoonish here, where he's holding a ladder and the arrows from the goblins all hit the rung of the ladder instead of his face. I don't like the cartoonish stuff that they put in here, which at some point is going to be them rolling down a river in barrels and killing orcs along the way. I mean, let alone orcs in general, but I'm okay with all this stuff. Goblin battle scenes. I mean, they fought goblins, so. I mean, these goblin fight scenes are not in the movies. They just Bilbo just kind of found them and then got told the story later. But I'm okay with showing this because it doesn't corrupt the story. Like, it's true to the story. Gandalf rolls a rock and just wipes them all out. They all have a lot of energy, man. Even the lighting of the movie is kind of... Oh, he cut open his belly in the book, too. That'll do it? Now that's just cheesy. The lighting in the movie is cartoonish? I don't follow. I'm not a lighting expert. Okay, here's cartoonish. They're on a bridge of wood that falls into a giant chasm, and instead of everything being blown up and torn to shreds, they ride the bridge all the way to the bottom. cartoonish. That's just too much. Come on. I don't like those little I don't like these cartoony things thrown in the middle. So now I'm over this. At the beginning I was okay with them fighting their way past the goblins, but now I'm over it. I'm over that. It's just too much. Let's see here. Wonder how complicated it was acting these movies on their knees. Think they wore knee pads for the Hobbit. Well, really? No, they actually filmed them separately. I think that so I understand that when Ian McKellen was around the Hobbits, he was never actually around these guys. That he was by himself acting most of the time, and then they integrated it into the scenes with the actors who are dwarves. So that's how I understand that went. And it was really stressful for Ian McKellen. Yeah, listen to Andy Serkis reading the book. It's amazing. It's really cool. Andy Serkis is awesome. Now, somehow Gollum is directly behind Gandalf, and he doesn't... Oh, he's hiding behind a rock. Okay. So in the book, Bilbo escapes. None of that... They didn't see them in the book. Gollum didn't have to hide, so he's thinking about killing him. This isn't in the book. But Bilbo spares his life. In the book, Bilbo travels down and down and down and down for a couple of days. Bilbo, you're not a killer, man. They're kind of setting up Gollum a little bit here to be something of a sympathetic character. So in The Hobbit, he was not, but obviously in Lord of the Rings, you gain more sympathy for him and his plight. That he was basically some kind of hobbit-like creature a long time ago, and was corrupted by the ring. Now, what I don't really grasp here, and this is, Tolkien didn't write it, was, leaping over Gollum happened in the book. What I don't really grasp is why Sauron can't see him with the ring, but that's true in the book too, so you kind of forgive it. Anyway, Dwalin is 6'2" in real life. Well, they were acting together, and then they would add an Ian McKellen later. That's how I understand it. Oh no, we're about to see the White Orc, aren't we? So then the woods at the bottom of the mountain. Thorin, he's such a weenie. I don't like Thorin. In the books, he's kind of a douchebag too. Always going off on Bilbo. Bilbo saves him multiple times throughout this. Right. Yeah, I agree. Lord of the Rings expanded later, right. See you, Leonard. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, Gandalf noticed the ring. That's a nice speech by Bilbo. Again, not in the book, but I'm okay with it because it helps with exposition. Talking about home, and he has a home and they don't. And he's going to help them take it back if he can. There's more to Bilbo than anybody can see, right? Yeah, we made some good charity money. This is the White Orc again. Here he comes. We're gonna be at least a full hour of extra, just time wasting stuff in here. Did they really just throw out of the frying pan and into the fire into this movie? You have this amazing piece of literature, and you just added out of the frying pan and into the fire into your stupid. This is so dumb. Here's Azog again. So dumb. This is so dumb. Wargs are in the book, for sure. But the goblins ride them. Bilbo is so lucky he stabs a warg directly in the brain with Sting, really. And that dwarf hits a warg like this from behind with a big hammer axe thing. Come on, this is so stupid. This is stupid. How are they going to get out of this one? See, climbing on each other's heads. There's too much cartoony crap in here. Too much cartoony crap. They're climbing trees. Did that happen? I know that Bilbo climbed a tree at one point. No, he's going to fall down. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Now we're doing more Gandalf butterfly stuff. He's going to call the eagles. He's going to send the butterfly to call the eagles. The eagles do help them. It's almost like Disney made this movie. A Zog. Not a real thing. This is stupid. This is stupid. Drink their blood. Ah, way to go, Azog. Oh, we're gonna get more cartoony stuff. One tree falls into another, so we're domino affecting the trees, and then the dwarves are swinging from tree to tree like friggin' squirrels. This is stupid. This is stupid. I can't stand all the cartoony elements of this. Then they're on the one tree. They made it to the one tree. That's barely clinging to the cliff. This is stupid. Where are your eagles, Gandalf? Flaming pine cones. This is really dumb. Gotta be kidding me. There goes your tree. And the eagles are gonna save him, I assume. See, and there's more stuff. Like, one dwarf falls off, grabs another dwarf's leg, who keeps hanging onto the branch, which is nearly impossible because the momentum would have pulled him off. Then they both fall together, and Gandalf puts his staff down, and they grab the staffs. Now they're still fine. It's all just stupid. Now Thorin's staring down as, this is dumb. This is so dumb. It's hard for me to express in words how dumb this is. And now Thorin's going all heroic. He does not deserve Aragorn's music. Thorin does not deserve that music. And this is the music for Aragorn fighting the ring wraiths, right? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember where this music exactly is, but Thorin does not deserve. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Oh, now he's got his oak branch with him. Where'd that come from? Was he carrying it this whole time? This whole oak branch is stupid. Oh my gosh. This is actually happening right now. This is actually happening in this movie. This is... This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. If he hit him in the face with that bladed mace, his face would be torn to shreds. This is so dumb. By the way, the guy's dangling over the precipice on a tree that's about to fall over. God forbid they work to climb down the tree to get back onto the ground. Now Thorin's in the jaws of that giant white warg? This is stupid. The level of stupidity here is beyond belief. And Bilbo heroically tackles the orc. This is really stupid. Come on. Come on. This is not what... You're turning Bilbo into some kind of action hero? That's not who he is in this story. He's not an action hero. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. And now for some reason the dwarves are better than the wargs? And Bilbo is fighting multiple wargs? I can't handle this. I can't handle this. The eagles are here. Right? They're going to catch you. The eagles catch the two dwarves falling off the precipice. The eagles did save them in the books. I know that the eagles enter the final battle. And the eagles did, but this is just way overboard. Way, way overboard. I think we're up to like an hour and 10 minutes of extra stupid stuff. My gosh. This is so dumb. The eagle picks up Thorin. Now, this all happens, but it's not in a positive way. Like the eagle, he drops his stupid oaken shield. So the eagles carry them off to their eyries, and then they're all scared for their safety. This is dumb. Not the eagles themselves. The eagles are important to the story, but what about Gandalf? I love how it should have ended when they do Lord of the Rings, and they're like, and Frodo's like, well, somebody's like, we could climb over the mountains and drop, go to Mount Doom and drop the ring in, and and instead what they do is they just jump on the backs of eagles, fly over Mount Doom, and drop the ring into the mountain on the back of on the eagle, from the eagle, and they look at each other and say, "Can you imagine if we'd walked that whole way? Oh yeah, somebody might have died." You go how it should have ended. Lord of the Rings. Look it up. This is stupid. I don't care how pretty you make the scenery and how cool the special effects are and how great the music is, which all of those things are true right now. The story part of it is so corrupted right now that it doesn't matter. And that's going to be their eagle areas, the eagle lofts. Hey, see you, Jared. Wow, they've just added a whole bunch of extra time to this movie now. It was 50 minutes a while ago. We're up to like a minute, an hour, 15 minutes at this point. Maybe an hour, 20 minutes. This entire last 25 minutes of this. So stupid. We gotta make Thorin almost die for no good reason. Gandalf heals him. This is stupid. And then Thorin asks for the halfling. What is the... Thorin's an idiot. Oh my gosh, that was a stupid scene too. That was a stupid scene too. That was stupid. Overly dramatic, overly played. Not the actor's fault.
You shall not just say you had no place. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't. You're horrible.
Oh, but I was so wrong. That was stupid. This is so overly dramatized. Okay, it's an hour and 20 minutes of extra time in this movie. What's next? What are they looking at? They haven't mentioned Beorn yet. Are they looking at the... What? Oh, there's the Lonely Mountain off in the distance. I like the theme of home, which is not as present in the book. And there's the thrush. Bilbo, I do believe the worst is behind us. Ha ha. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. So the thrush flies to the lonely mountain. And we're going to get a glimpse of Smaug here at the end of the movie, and that'll be it. Smaug. It's a lot of gold. Is he underneath it? Yeah. It's kind of not good CGI there, actually. Kind of weak. Maybe it's just because the colors... I don't know. It doesn't look great. Smaug's eye opens up. There he is. Okay. So, overall, we had an extra 10... excuse me. We had an extra hour and 20 minutes. That's my estimate in that movie. And the credits are 10 minutes. So, movie 1... extra hour 20 and credits are 10 minutes. I'm doing this for all three of them so when I get to the end I can figure out how short this could have been instead of being 3 movies. There you go, guys. We're in the credits now. There's no post-credit screen. Not messing with that crap, right? I don't think so. Nah, we're good. Warner Brothers blowing up a treasured piece of literature and making it into a bunch of garbage on the screen. Good Lord. All right, guys. I forgot to build it. I forgot to build the Nooch Too Good. Let's hear. Hang on a second. I got to build the Nooch Too Good. You're going to watch this being built live because I have to do it. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm actually... Oh, we raised $223. I got to pay that. Hang on. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to... I'm going to get this donated, then I'll show you the donation here. Thank you for the donations today to St. Jude's. This is great. Again, what they do is they help treat childhood diseases, and they never charge the families a dime. So that's what donation goes to, is we're helping kids here. So one time we're going to say $223.82. There we go. I got a code on my phone. The code on my phone is 66165. Excuse me. It doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Not going to do that. Okay, we're going to pay this. I think it'll show me the receipt with none of my personal information here in a second. Let me pull this over to the screen, make sure there's nothing on here. Okay. So let me open it up here. I think I've got screen share. And here we go, guys. I just donated $228.30 from this stream as a one-time donation to St. Jude's. Up at the top, it's, well, let's see, you guys know my name. Thank you, Dirk. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Again, what they do is they treat childhood diseases and they never charge the families. And that's it, guys. So thanks for jumping on the stream. Just a great thing. Really appreciate it. This is a lot of fun. Although the movie is complete garbage still. But of course, I'm using my Boba Fett screen here, but it is what it is. So always remember, Nooch too good.